shit. That's what. Right, boys, girls, and all non-binary folks.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Lovely Jolly Production podcast. Where have we been?
Where have you been?
You're
To be fair,
host here.
I think it was kind of my fault. I just had a lot of like personal life stuff going on in a very good way.
Yeah, we were living life.
It was very much living life.
Very productive as well. Well, I was, not you.
Productive in the sense of I was enjoying what I needed to enjoy. And yeah, that break was warranted. This long, maybe not.
Yeah, it was meant to be 2 weeks.
Like 2-3 weeks. Ended up becoming 6.
Life, bro, life. I want to ask you, because we're the same religion, right?
Yeah.
Muslim.
Mm.
Do you feel there is an unnecessary pressure sometimes in life because of religion?
Pressure by who?
Just in general. Maybe it's self-pressure, maybe it's parental pressure. Parental pressure less because of you, but like outside influence.
So my parents don't really pressure me. From the outside, there's people giving comments that I don't really care. Like the ones who, like, their voices aren't needed to be heard.
Yeah.
But do I put pressure on myself? Nah.
Really?
Nah, I don't really put pressure on myself. I'm getting older.
Are you content with how the way everything is?
What, in terms of me and my religion?
Yeah.
No.
You're not content?
No.
Do you not feel there's a little bit of pressure to step up?
Yeah, okay, in that sense, yeah. There's a lot more I can do. A lot more I can do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more I want to do to kind of get fully back in with it.
Because there was a time where every Friday we'd be in mosque every Friday consistently.
This was back in the day.
Exactly. When I was a young baby boy.
Yeah, this was back in the
When
day.
I was a little brother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is back in the day. Well, when I say back in the day, I'm talking
2019.
Up until 2019.
Oh yeah,
it was
after
consistent.
2019 I was very consistent.
After 2019, I think COVID.
Oh yeah, COVID threw off a lot of schedules.
COVID threw off a lot of things, and what I didn't realise is when you're indoors for those 2 years or however long we was inside, once you have that freedom again,
you don't know how to do. You don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do, and sometimes when you think, okay, when I'm back outside, I'm back outside, but because you've now formed so many new habits, like being indoors for so long, it can sometimes be a struggle to even go back out because you get anxiety and all that.
Studies show it takes 21 days to live a lifestyle. So if we pod for 21 days, the 22nd day, automatic you podcasting. So do you know you drink a Red Bull every day?
No, who said I do that?
No, but I'm saying like if someone drinks a Red Bull every day or
yeah.
a cigarette or eats a bar of chocolate.
For 21 days straight?
If they eat for 21 days straight, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, it's like brushing your teeth. It's a lifestyle. So imagine over 600 days. Over 600 days.
For what?
In COVID.
Yeah.
Well, 600 days because we had a couple of times where we're out of lockdown, into lockdown, out of lockdown, into lockdown, right? 600 days.
Yeah, let's say about 600 days.
And that lifestyle's just gone.
Gone.
We used to go to mosque. Even sometimes on the weekday, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
There was a time that
it was just Fridays.
There was a time I would go 7 days a week, right? I was good. Obviously, I didn't appreciate it much as I would appreciate it now. So when I do go to the mosque, I feel content. I feel good. Do you know what I mean? And you love to see it. But bro, we got thrown off so much. I know I got thrown off so much. Then I grew up. I'm getting to the bachelor age where I can party, go out, chat to anyone I want to chat to. My mum allowed me that space. My mum had no pressure. My friends,
my mum.
My friends, no pressure. They make they make jokes in it. Well, I don't really mind because it's quite funny in it.
But if you're not one like us, then I wouldn't really care what anyone says.
Yeah. So do you know what I mean? Like, if they sat me down and said, bro, you need to pat them out, fine, that's different. They make jokes, I don't really care.
Yeah,
they're not the same religion, it doesn't matter to me.
And even other Muslims, they don't really understand. It's a hassle trying to explain to them the sort of Muslim that I am.
Yeah.
So sometimes I don't even bother.
Sometimes I just go, yeah. Like, so there's this guy who's with a Muslim girl. He's a Gora, white guy. Yeah. He's doing Ramadan
For
her.
her.
Beautiful, and he's pushed me to do more days. So that sometimes I wake up, not gonna do it, but I wouldn't have my coffee, just try it anyway. I see him, he's not fast, he's not eating or drinking. I go, bro, I can't let some. It's gonna sound bad, but I can't let some Gora newbie white guy come into me and be like, oh, but I'm doing better than you. Well, to be fair to him, bro, mashallah to him, he's done it better than me.
Yeah.
And it's good. I'm proud of him, and we've come very close. That's like an existential pressure on me.
Yeah.
And that builds pressure in my head because I'm very self-conscious on how, when I leave this earth, how I'm gonna be perceived. Because, bro, I've got goals in it, and I've told.
I hadn't thought about that.
I've told my goals to my mum. My mum doesn't believe some of them. Fine, that's not an issue. My mum's very safe in the way she likes to run her life. I'm not.
Yeah.
I will go travel to Newcastle to go film a film if I have to, or whatever. So I said to my mum what I wanted to do in it, and she says, well, why would you want to do that? This and that. I won't tell you my goals, it's none of your business. No offense, you lot. But it's none of anyone's business what my goals are, unless you ask. And then I feel like I'm working so hard that I've let go of that religious side, or I've got to an age where I've grown up around people that drink, smoke, do harami things, whatever. You tend to just join the group. So when I start to drink or whatever, you kind of build that habit or whatever. I'm not an alcoholic, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? So like this Ramadan, bruv, I've gone out clubbing 3 out of 4 weeks.
Is it?
Yeah. And they ain't been like light days, bro. They've been heavy, like coming home 3 o'clock. And then fast on the next day.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know how I did, bro.
I don't know how you do that.
But I feel there's such a pressure. I feel like there's such a pressure on me, especially being a Muslim, bro. I don't know if it's the same, but in Christianity, I feel like you could skip a day and it'll be okay.
It's a bit different with Islam, innit?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know how. I'm saying this just from the way I perceive things, and it's no offense to no one. When I look at Jewish people, I don't hear nothing about them going to synagogue every day or whatever, or Buddhist people or Sikh people. But Islam, bro, I see TikToks every day telling me you should follow dua, follow this, be on your deal and this and that, bro. I can't muster up the strength to do it, and then that builds pressure on me.
I hear that.
Brother, there was a time very recent. I had the biggest crisis of my life in terms of religion. Where I doubted myself so much. I thought, let me just sack off the label and just say I believe in God. I genuinely cried, genuinely, bro. Genuinely, I was like,
I ain't going through all this. I don't know what's going on with me then.
Maybe you said to me, I mature very quickly.
Yeah.
Like when we link people, when I tell them my age, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like that geezer, that was church Bible bashing to us.
Yeah.
God bless his soul. Like he was a genuine, very nice man, but
has he called you?
No, I saw him the other day.
What did he say?
I saw him on that Saturday. He says, "Hey, Macau." I said, "Yo, who's that?" He said, "It's like I forgot his name or like whatever his name was."
Yeah.
This and that, blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh yeah." Don't know. Sorry, bro, must have forgotten or something.
Yeah, you were supposed to bell you or text you.
Nah, cause thank God he did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where I was at now, but
crisis.
Yeah, I had a fat crisis, isn't it? I was like, is it worth like really trying to force it when it's not? And I saw a TikTok that kind of put me at a bit of ease. It was saying, God doesn't force you to, Allah, God doesn't force you to be on deal. If you cannot muster up the strength, it's meant God has put you on a different path. This is a very serious, and I'm not religious, I promise you that. No. I want to be, but I'm not. This is why I'm trying to have this conversation. I'm being very transparent, because it does fuck up your health, mentally. But God puts you on a different path. That hit me a little bit, because I thought, why am I not on that path? I'm happy with the path I'm on, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's trippy, innit, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's got your brain.
You're making me think now.
That's the type of pressure that I'm on. And I've got other stuff where, obviously, how I'm going to be perceived when I leave. Because the reason I'm into films is because I love it, right? I love directing, I love doing it. But ultimately, you make a piece of art, so in 5-10 years time, someone's gonna rewatch that. It's gonna be displayed somewhere, and your reach is further than your hand, or further than what you're capable of doing.
Yeah.
See, I will tell you one of my goals. I want to open up a youth centre and an academy.
Okay, that's
for,
sick.
for creative arts. So how we had the kind of media outlet, I wanna be able to extend my branch beyond my wildest imagination, beyond my dreams and my reach of my mouth. Where people who music, they can be creative, free of charge. They get everything. If they want clothing, they get it. They get custom clothing with the logo of. But it's not uniform. It's not compulsory. Kind of like North Kent.
Yeah.
Music, arts and crafts, film, creative media, and like English literature. It's creative, right? I want to build that.
That's sick.
And I feel like that's something. That's a goal. That's pressure. Being a director's pressure because I've just wrapped an 10-week film. Got FMP, final major project for college. Got work. I'm going for a promotion. I'm trying to prove myself that I'm worthy of this promotion. Because once, like me, I'm very upbeat and happy, right?
Yeah.
That's a stigma you can't break.
That's true.
It's just an unserious stigma. Is a stigma you cannot break. Because remember when I told you I went to my manager and said, look, I want to be able to progress while I'm here. I'm here for a couple of years. How do I do it? They laughed at me.
Right.
So I thought, if they think I'm unserious now, when I come to them serious, I'm just going to stay unserious, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they've already got that perception of you.
No, I started to act unserious. I said, if you're going to laugh at me, I'll show you why you can laugh, you know what I mean? Bad way of thinking, by the way. But when I moved to this new store where there's a lot more responsibility, which I love, there's a lot more, I have a lot more authority. I'm able to run a shift, manage a shift, whatever, not the point. Where was it going? Yeah, pressure.
Yeah.
You're gunning for a pressure. And then just on top of it, something that you're meant to control. I was born into being a Muslim. I had never a choice. I'm very happy with being.
Yeah, same. Very happy.
But I feel like religion brings an unnecessary amount of pressure to you.
It does, and it's not just you. It's a lot of people of your age, my age. I think it was the generation above us that way it sort of started. Yeah. And now it's like a trickle down effect.
Well, I think even your generation, you and my brother's generation, is where everything started to kind of
like, drop down. Like in terms of the kids attending mosque like that. It was probably his.
When was the last time we had youth club?
Forever.
We ain't had it since lockdown, bro.
Yeah, forever.
That's what I used to say. I used to go to mosque 4 or 5 times a day, a week. Oh, okay, 2 to 3, 4 times a week, because they had youth clubs running. They had a way of making mosque fun for everyone. I used to do volunteering. I dressed up in my nice little funky tie, bro.
Red and green tie.
Red and green tie, represent the colours. My little badge, my name on it saying, I'm a volunteer and shit, bro. They made mosque fun. They used to do volunteer day.
COVID changed it all. Now you can't really do that. Which COVID is over, but it's gonna take a while.
I think because they had a habit. They had a year's worth of. Only in 2022 everything started breaking off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, so in 2021, COVID might have been over, or COVID might stop. Like lockdown stopped, but they had that 21-day habit. Now it's a lifestyle, bro. Mosque is never the same, bro. I still go there, have to wear a mask.
To this day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I still, like, your dad offered me a mask the last time I went. So I said, Jali, I'm going. He said, Jali, bro, I'm sorry to ask you, I know COVID's over, but can you wear a mask? I said, no problem.
Mosque hasn't been the same. So many things in life haven't been the same since COVID.
COVID. School's been the same.
School's been the same.
Long.
But I think COVID has just had long-term, like, negative effects on just certain things in life. Because you've been in yard for so long, that habit has been built
over so long
for such a long time that sometimes, like when I go out here, bruv, sometimes I have anxiety. Well, I've got anxiety just to pop down to blue. What's going on? But because I've been at home for so long, I get that slight anxiety that I'm going to be around too many people now.
I'm just scared that something else is gonna pop out.
I hope not. I think it's done.
No, not even like COVID, like
Another virus.
Jemima virus or something, bro.
Bro, I think it's done.
Yeah, but you never know. We never thought COVID. Bro, I remember, it's still, do you know what? It's the weirdest thing. I remember like the exact. I don't remember the date, but I know the exact like time, like rough times, a rough month. Exact conversation I had with my history teacher in year 10 when COVID started. Right. It was November. It was October, November. The first British case of COVID happened in Japan or China, remember, and he was traveling, and he got stopped in like Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
I remember saying, Miss, do you know how they're guessing that he's British? Is he gonna come here and give it to us? Quote unquote, she said, oh no, they've stopped him. He's not gonna ever come here. COVID's not gonna be this big thing. It's been around for a while, this and that. March? So November,
March.
we'll say December, January, February,
March.
4 months later,
Lockdown.
I have not seen him in 2 years. Maddest thing. I can never say there won't be another one. I could just pray there's not another one.
I heard about COVID in like November, December.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I think at the top of the year, I probably had it, bruv, because I was ill for about a week and a half. And it was this, and when I actually caught COVID, it was the exact same thing I had for that week and a half.
I remember a conversation I had the day before lockdown happened when it was 1,000 people a day dying, right? I remember saying, this is very horrible, but me and my brother was like, do you think it'll ever go to 1,000? And we were kind of like guessing, we weren't betting it, but we were like, he said, I bet it won't. No, I said, I bet it won't, or he said, he'll bet it will. And I remember in the gym, sitting down, I looked at my phone mid-set, right? And my brother was doing heavy weights, and I forgot to spot him because my phone said the first day of 1,000 deaths. Yeah. This was just as lockdown was announced. The first day of 1,000 deaths. My brother literally started screaming for me to help him lift the weights.
Is it?
And I looked, and I was just on my phone like this. And I was chatting to him like, yo, bro, they hit that 1K.
Yeah, we're done.
They hit 1K, we're gone, bro.
We're done at it.
Because look, there's like 70, 80 brothers in this gym. And the free weight section that we're in is very close. Like, it's very like, maybe just a bit bigger than this room.
Someone could have it.
Someone could just be rubbing against me. My mum's under like caution, so is my dad. First thought I had, and then my brother literally had to throw the weights and like have a go at me. I said, bro, he stood there and was like, what the fuck? Then we just got bare shook, bro.
Bro, see COVID, yeah, that's gonna go down in the history books.
And we lived that, that's mad.
I don't like thinking about it. I hate thinking about it.
But you know what, I'm just happy I survived because one of my best mates at the time, her parents, both gone, COVID. She lives with her brother now.
Yeah,
and you know what, I've never seen it affect her. Never. I've not one. Obviously, I've seen her 1-2 times cry, but I've never seen it affect her. Obviously, now I don't speak to her because obviously we parted ways after secondary, but
yeah.
Every time I do see her, we have a little get along, how are you, blah, 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 reunion thing, innit? I've never seen how it once affect her.
Yeah.
Strong person, bro. Better than me, because I'd be crying to this day. I lost one of my parents.
I didn't, thank God, no parents, but we lost quite a few people in the family. I caught it, do you know what, yeah,
I caught it quite late onto the process. Do you know when the Spider-Man film came out, the new one, everyone was gassing it. I went on the first day.
What year was that?
2021? Late 2021? Yeah, December.
Yeah, so
just right before Christmas.
So I caught in 2021, I think it was June. It was peak, but it was still a year later. Whoever caught in 2022, yeah, I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, you're a pussy.
That's a 2-day string little thing you're feeling. That's not COVID.
You're a pussy, boy.
Yeah, that's COVID. I don't know.
That's 19, bro.
That's just 19.
Yeah, but I remember how I caught it. My boy felt really ill. I should go home in it. Sent him home. No, wait. It was one or the other. they might have caught it after, but went to go see the Spider-Man film. Everyone was gassing it, right?
Yeah.
Never seen the cinema so packed, like could not move your legs.
Right.
That's how packed. Came home. The next day, obviously, the last day of secondary school, Christmas break, right? I'm with this girl. We're just talking like, then I felt really ill. I started sweating. And my mom said, you need to go home.
Yeah.
I said, why? I said, you tested positive. I said, why'd you even let me at the gaff? While my test wasn't even, while my test didn't even say yes or no yet.
Yeah.
I looked at this girl and I said to her, bro, she's like, what's up? I said, I need to run. And she's like, why? I said, my mom's falling over or something, bro. I started dashing. She texted me like,
where was you?
School.
At the cinema? Oh, at
school. And this girl was my like very, very good friend, like sister type vibe, innit? She said, bro, are you good? Like, is your mum okay? I said, bro, my parents caught COVID. Obviously, I didn't know that they would do it. I didn't know that they felt this way. They thought they'll test themselves just out this like randomness while I was at school, innit? Just, oh shit, like get yourself tested. I said, yeah, I'm going to the testing site. Bro, I felt like I was like infected, bro. The way they treat you, bro, they usher you along.
Yeah. That's how bad it was.
I felt like I was a zombie, blood.
Yeah, bro, they treat you like you're some next.
Yeah,
it was. Did she catch it?
No.
She didn't catch it with you?
Luckily. Because you still had to wear a mask during college.
Luckily.
So I don't think she caught it. Well, she didn't tell me she caught it, but she did stop talking to me for a bit.
Yeah.
So she might have caught it. But not everyone can. She didn't resist me, so. Yeah, bro. Do you know what? Anyone suffering like little pressure about religion, just in general, in fact,
you should talk to people about it.
Even something like this, bro. Like I've not mentioned this to my mum, no one. Just even if you don't have to get in front of a camera, just sit down with someone, you know, chat to someone. It's not the end of the world if you're not the best Muslim, if your intentions, or if you're not the best Christian, Muslim, Buddhist.
You can even like assess what's going on.
Even if you're not the best Satanist, bruv, no one gives a shit.
No, and the good thing is tomorrow's another day, innit? You can just always strive to be better whenever you realise it.
Yeah,
it's never too late.
Keep your intentions pure though, innit, obviously.
Yeah, live life as a good person, that's it.
Yeah, that's the best
Not
way.
That's it, but
best way.
If you're still going through all that, as long as you're living your life as a good person, it's better than nothing.
And follow the basics, do you know what I mean? Don't try to be thinking 5 times a day is the necessity and...
I don't do 5 times. Well, we don't do 5 times a day. We do 3 times a day.
Or growing your beard out and putting, wearing a hijab or wearing a kufi.
You gonna grow yours like this?
No. Do you know what, one day that's a dream?
What, like this?
No, one day I want to sit down, stop drinking, stop everything, stop all this haram stuff and just sit down with my wife, my kids, just settle.
What, and have your beard like this?
Nah, beard what my normal beard is. A bit bigger than this, probably like here. Like my normal length, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, just don't think that you have to be better than the next person. You are you, innit?
Agreed.
But other than that, it was quite a serious topic. And I hope you guys enjoyed it because it was a relief for me to get it off my chest a little bit.
And it gives them sight first episode back after.
Yeah, it was good.
Not just a random episode.
Yeah, it was a good.
It was good to listen to and watch.
Hope you guys enjoyed, brother.
Yeah,
it's good to be back in front of the camera with you.
We're back.
We'll see you next week.
Next week.
Peace, people. Have a good